I'm gonna fight these burbs blindfolded. I gotta get this shit ready. Did I kill one? Did I kill another? Oh, I killed another. Oh shit. Oh shit. I think I'm almost dead. Ah, no! Oh no. Did I kill them all? Did I? Did I? Did I kill them all? Yo! Someone clip that.
G'day everyone, it's the Jury94 here, and we're doing another week of Quick Save Gaming's Streamer of the Week. And this is the 4th week that we've been doing this, and it's been really good so far. Last week we had Lemon Cock Games on here, and it was a really good time. So this week I'd like to introduce you guys to another amazing streamer who I've met, again, very early on in my streaming career or time streaming. And he's given me lots of tips on streaming. He's such a good guy, great energy, loves to play really hard games. So I'd like to introduce you guys to that dude, E.
Hello, everybody. I am that dude E. How are you today, Jury?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
First of all, Jury, I would like to thank you for inviting me over here to do this interview. I really greatly appreciate it. A little bit about myself. I am that dude E, as most people know, but you can call me Rami, you can call me Dude E, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm originally from Miami, Florida, right? United States, and right now, currently, as we are doing this interview, I'm in Okinawa, Japan. So, anything else?
It's dope.
Just ask.
I love Japan, man. I'm so jealous.
Nice.
Good,
you should be.
What kind of games do you play?
I play. I'm a variety gamer. I really like a lot of different games. I really like anything that's story based, heavily story based, and action. Right. You'll get story games like Telltale games. I can't stand Telltale games. So when people ask me, "Oh, you're a story based kind of guy," but then they recommend me a Telltale game, I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm not that kind of story based."
It's two story.
Yeah, two different story type games. I'm into games like God of War.
Yep.
Dark Souls. I've been really on a Dark Souls binge. All the Soulsborne games they're absolutely incredible.
Yep. I don't know if you'd
They
call the Souls games story based. So the story is so like
they're all over the place, but once you look at the lore and reread all of the item descriptions, it really becomes more story based rather than what you think it is. It's just
okay.
ground pound. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess my experience with Souls games is being pounded.
Oh yeah, like there's so much pounding in it that like you forget that there's a story behind it. It's like, what am I even doing? I'm just getting demolished here, dude.
Haven't progressed in like 4 weeks. What's going on?
Yeah, dude, right? Yeah, but other than that, like I'm really into. I'm open to a lot of different games. People have suggested me many different games, and like for example, the Souls games. I was never interested in them before. Mainly because I didn't understand them or how to like progress in the game. But once I actually got my toes in the sand, I was able to. I actually fell in love with it, and now I can't look at any other game the same.
What game are you currently playing right now?
Currently, on stream, I'm currently playing, which is a fan favorite, Bloodborne.
Yeah, I think I've seen you play that a fair bit actually.
Bloodborne, yeah, I do love that game a lot. I love Bloodborne. It's one of my favorite Souls games, actually.
Yeah.
Other than that, off stream, I'll play a bit of Far Cry. My wife had just bought me a Switch, so I've been playing some Switch games.
Ooh, fun!
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
my Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I love it too. That thing, she got me hooked on that, dude.
Yeah, they're such a good. It is my favorite console.
It is incredible. It's a great console, yeah.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild, I've been doing pretty well on Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, cool.
I might stream that actually. I might stream it sometime, maybe after Bloodborne. But other than that, I haven't really been playing too many games off stream
Mhm.
because life, work, and stuff like that. I'm looking for a new job, so that's also a thing. So I
Yep.
can't really, and I'm also a huge gym junkie. So
Yeah, I've seen your Instagram.
yeah,
I love it.
I spend a lot of time in the gym. I also spend a lot of time listening to podcasts and stuff like that, working around the house, whatever. So I don't have too much time for video games. But if anybody has like any recommendations, I'm more than willing to take that.
What game have you enjoyed most while streaming?
Again, this one's gonna be for Dark Souls, and honestly, to be honest, I'm kind of I'm gonna throw Dark Souls out there because that was the first one of the first franchises that I actually went through
Mm,
on stream. Now, the first game I played was Doom. I love Doom. Grew up with Doom. Doom is absolutely incredible. I love it.
yep.
But there's only so much that you can do in Doom. Then it just starts to get repetitive. Then your fan base is like, okay, well, when are we going to see something else? And then or they're going to be like, okay, when's Doom going to be on? Or if I decide to play another game.
Yep.
But Dark Souls. I started with Dark Souls 3 because I heard it was the easiest.
It's the only one
And it
I
was
finished.
recommend. Yeah, that was the first one I finished, and I was like, wow, this is incredible. Give me more. So but Dark Souls 3, I think that was the best one for me.
Mm,
Only because I've grown a huge fan base for it, and
okay.
that fan base stuck around no matter what game I play as well. I don't know if it's a personality, I don't know if it's the type of games that I play, but I think the Dark Souls franchise when I started in the Dark Souls franchise, I kind of recalled like going on Reddit and stuff like that, and maybe seeing like Dark Souls elitists saying like, oh, just seeing like the toxic fan base, and I was kind of skeptical in
They're
joining the
they're
Dark
toxic
Souls.
between each game. Like everyone was saying, oh, one is better, two is better, three is better. That's where I've
Yeah,
seen the toxicity.
yeah. Well, that other than that, but it was like, oh, you can't beat this boss, you can't do this, you can't do that. Oh, you
Really?
suck at good scrub. Yeah, but that's what like, kind of what I gathered in my endeavors
Mm.
trying to play the game. But after playing Dark Souls, dude, honestly, it is one of the best communities that I have ever seen on Twitch. Dark Souls community is, and same thing with Tarkov. Like Tarkov used to be a super toxic community.
Yeah, right.
And now people are like, hey man, I know it's a hard game, but here you go, here's some tips.
Yeah, sick.
Sometimes people will fuck with you and be like, oh, press alt F4 to load the game faster. I'm like, what?
Oh, did that
I've
actually
only
work on you?
experienced that. When I first got a computer, it did work on me. Yeah, I'm not even kidding, because I was playing Siege and I wanted to practice so I didn't look like a fool in front of my friends. And I just started playing on mouse and keyboard, and I got fucking gorilla fingers, right? So I just started button mashing everything. I was just throwing grenades everywhere, trying to put reinforcements down. But instead, I would throw a grenade, and then this guy was like, "Hey, press Alt F4, you'll get your grenades back." And I was like, "What?" Okay, so I ended up quitting the game. I was like, "Nah." Oh, dude.
So, what is your favorite game of all time?
Um, that's a good one. I was thinking about that all week too. No, honestly, when you sent me that that questions list, I was like, man, there are so many good games out there. I would have to say Ghost of Tsushima is one of them.
Oh, really?
I got
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, got
I've
a little
actually,
gin right here.
I'm very keen to play the game myself. I'm like,
Oh,
I
it's
need a
incredible.
PlayStation 5 and I can't buy one because there are none around.
Oh man, it's so incredible. Ghost of Tsushima is one of my favorites. Dark Souls, I would have to say, but if I were to pick one of the Dark Souls games, I would probably pick. Ooh, I would say Bloodborne.
Yep.
Even though I platinumed Demon Souls, and that was by far one of the greatest games I've played,
Mm.
I would have to go with Bloodborne. Red Dead Redemption 1 was also a great game for me, and God of War series was a great game for me as well.
What is your favorite Pokemon?
I was thinking about that one too, and I, I don't really remember too many Pokemans. I was more of a Yu-Gi-Oh guy, to be honest, but at the same time, I don't remember shit about Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
The Wise White Dragon.
Yeah, that's the only thing,
Red
right? That's the
Eyes
only
Black
one that
Dragon.
those are the only ones that matter, right? Um, but I would have to go with Charizard, the
Yeah,
little flame dude. Yeah, that
little,
one's pretty cool.
big one, big
Is he
flame
the
dude.
big one?
He's the big one, the
Oh,
dragon.
I'm thinking of Charmeleon, huh?
Yeah, or Charmander, the little one.
Charmander? Yeah. Charmander. See, I don't know, man.
You've got
I don't
yourself
know about
you got yourself a
Pokemans.
Switch now. Go and buy Pokemon.
Yeah, I probably will. I'll probably have a crack at it
Yeah, why not?
and see what that's all about.
Who is your favorite streamer, or who do you get inspiration from?
Favorite streamer and the streamer that I get inspiration from are two different people.
Okay.
Right. My favorite streamer, I have not thought about that one yet. Um, but the but the one I would say that I've drawn my most of my inspiration from is Nemmer Comedy.
Okay,
And
interesting.
he's a Twitch partner. He's also a stand-up comedian. And he just does a lot for his community. He travels around the world doing stand-up. You know, he cares about people and stuff like that. So if you ever watch his clips or his streams, it's just so full of energy. It's so unique. You know, it's like watching a TV show except with no ads. And it's just he's always so full of energy, and that's where I draw most of my most of my inspiration from. Uh, and you know, everybody tries to draw some type of inspiration or try to emulate exactly what their favorite streamer or favorite inspiration is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Okay, so why did you start streaming?
what made me want to stream was I was playing some games in my room. This was early in my career in the Marines. Um, and my friend would come down and he would be like, "Hey man, can I watch you play video games?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." You know, kind of a weird request, but sure.
Fair enough.
And I was just playing games. We were both laughing, whatever. And then, you know, he wouldn't say anything, but I would be talking as if I had him as an audience. And then he looks at me after like 2 hours of playing this same game, and he's like, "You should really start streaming." And I was like, "Okay, you know, I'll give it a shot." You know, this is like, mind you, this was like in 2017, but I didn't have the necessary resources to start streaming.
Mm.
So 2019 rolls around and we get this new guy. I'm in California. We get this new guy coming in and he's like, "Yeah, I stream on Twitch." I was like, "Cool, man. You mind teaching me?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, you just have to download these programs, do this, blah, 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 blah." I'm like, "That seems intimidating." Sure. So, so I downloaded it, you know, started streaming a little bit and then, no camera,
Mm.
just a headset mic, whatever. And then I started watching more streamers, not just for the entertainment, but for like inspiration. What
Yep.
can I do to make my stream better, whatever. And then I moved out to here, Japan, and you know, I told the guys that I work with that like I play a lot of video games, and they're like, "Oh, do you stream? You're really funny." And I was like, "Well, thanks, but no, I don't stream right now, but I'm planning on it." And I ended up buying a bunch of computer parts capable of streaming and playing games at the same time. And I started streaming again. So my first stream was in 2019 when Doom came out.
Yep.
And then my second stream was 2020. And
Yeah.
then
Right. Okay.
yeah, it just started picking up from there. And I got really excited. So I was like, you know what? I kind of like this. The reason why I started streaming again was because I started noticing, and it was really funny because I told my wife and I told myself that I'm gonna kind of lay low on the video games for now, so I can pick it back up. So because I started losing the passion for it.
Yep. Yep.
Right. You know, these new games coming out. It was like, all right, well, they're focusing more on how pretty it looks rather than
The actual game.
the actual content. The
Yep.
content wasn't there, but it was really pretty. So I was like,
Mm.
okay, I can just watch it, whatever. But it was just like I didn't want to turn off my brain and play the game. I actually wanted to think about what was going on
Yeah.
or whatever. But these new games that were coming out, it wasn't doing it for me. So I was like, you know, I found myself going back to older games and replaying those, and I was like, okay, I'm getting kind of bored. I want a new game. And so I bought a new game, got completely bored with it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna slow down on video games. And so I slowed down on video games. I limited to only the weekends, and so the weekdays I can keep up with my regular routine, wake up at a certain time, go to the gym, and then go to work, and then go to the gym in the afternoon again. Um, and doing all that, you know. Um, and then on the weekends, you know, if we're not out traveling, doing anything, I was just gonna play video games, just
Just
you
chilling.
know,
Yeah.
to keep up my passion. And then I was like, you know, I don't want to lose my passion for video games, so I decided to start streaming again. Got this badass computer, and all I'm playing is, you know, Power Watch Simulator and Half Life. You know, so I I got games that can run Doom on ultra. You know,
Yeah.
with 260 FPS, and I'm over here playing freaking. I was about to say Fortnite, but I haven't played Fortnite in forever. um Half-Life, you know,
Yeah.
a game that came out in 2006, bro.
Yeah.
So I started streaming, and I was like, you know what? I started getting a bunch of recommendations on certain games like Dark Souls, and I just instantly got hooked on Dark Souls. And then more requests on like God of War, and fell back in love with God of War. And then I
Yeah.
fell back in love with video games in general. And then you know, it's like a roller coaster. It goes up and down,
Yep.
you know.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
So that's essentially why. To put it short, I got bored of video games, wanted to get back into it. That's why I started streaming.
What's been your favorite moment on stream so far?
My favorite moment, to be honest, it has to be chatting. Every time I'm chatting with the audience,
Mm.
with the viewers, that's what makes streaming so pleasurable for me. Um, because it's more than just saying funny stuff on stream.
Yep.
And getting people to laugh, like that's also a great part of streaming. But for me, it's having that connection, having that bond with the people that you meet on stream. Like, the internet is a wonderful place.
Mm.
It can be also a terrible place, but it's a wonderful place on meeting new people, getting to know them, understanding, like, you know, what's going on with their lives, and also being more personal with them. So the viewers know, like, okay, well, this guy also has things going on with him. You
Yeah.
know, he's not perfect. All
He's
these
not just
social
he's
media
just not like this
influencers.
guy on the screen. He's like human being.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's also a human. Like, you look at these social media influencers, and you know, you see them renting out like helicopters or Bugattis and stuff like that, and you're like, oh, their life must be perfect because they have all these things. I'm like, nah, dude, I'm just a dude, man.
I'm a
I'm
dude.
just a dude. I'm a
I'm
dude.
I'm that dude.
I'm that dude, man. I just play video games and I talk to you about your life. You know, that's one thing that I really love about streaming, because like, those are my favorite moments. Not just playing the game. Like, the game is just secondary, right?
Mm. Oh,
But for
100%.
me,
I
it's
agree.
like, yeah, the for me, it's like, it's just talking to the guys. You know,
Mm.
talking to the cool humans that you're able to meet on stream.
Yep.
And they say like, hey man, yeah, I had a bad day. And I was like, oh, what's going on, dude? You know, I put down the controller, put down the mouse, whatever, and I get to look in the camera and be like, hey, you know, what's going on? You know, oh, this guy, you know, did this. I'm like, well, fuck that guy. You know, what's
Best
his
advice.
name? I'll name the next character this guy. You know, and just beat the shit out of him. You know,
Oh, yeah.
stuff like that. That's just, those are my favorite. Those are my favorite moments of
What's the time that you've stuffed up or failed on stream, and what did you do to like overcome
my stream is notorious for crashing.
that? Mm.
My stream is notorious. So when I first started streaming, my stream would crash continuously
Yep.
because I was on Wi-Fi like a big dumb idiot. But you know, I started seeing my viewers drop, and essentially it would just cut off all of the whole stream. Like, it would exit out the stream. I'm like,
Yep.
what the hell is happening? And
Mm.
so I'll get back on, and I would get back on to like one or two viewers, and those guys are like, oh no, what happened? I will go from like 10, 12 viewers down. This is when I first started, 10, 12 viewers down to like one or two, and I'm like, oh god, I lost my whole audience.
Yeah.
You know, um, that's one thing I would say that I stuffed up.
Yep.
You know,
Well, yeah. Well,
but I
not really
essentially
your stuff
bounced.
up, but it's just yeah.
Yeah. But I essentially just bounced back. I brushed it off, and I continued it as if I had, you know, 100 people on stream. You know, but that type of stuff really made me nervous too. I'm like, oh, you know, people are gonna people are gonna think that I'm unprofessional or whatever, but in all reality, like everybody makes mistakes,
Yeah.
man. You know.
Everyone's stream stuffs up every now and then. What's the greatest thing you've learned from streaming?
The greatest thing that I've learned from streaming, and there are many different great things that you can learn from streaming, like always holding a conversation, to being patient with your viewers, right? Sometimes you'll get viewers that will just blow up your whole chat with channel redemptions. Or sometimes you'll have viewers that you know
I
what I'm
don't
talking
have enough
about.
water for this.
Yeah. Oh, tell me about it, dude. These people were trying to drown me one time,
Yeah.
dude. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Another one is like I said, being patient. Sometimes you'll get viewers that are like, oh, when are you gonna play this game? Oh, you're doing this wrong. You're doing that wrong. And it comes to a point where it's like, okay, well, I have to start to develop patience so I don't look like an ass on screen, right?
Yeah.
Keep your composure, and because mind you, streaming, yeah, it's fun. People do it as a hobby, but at the same time, it's also a business. So you should treat it like a business. What are you
Yep.
gonna do when you have a Karen in your business, and she starts yelling and throwing stuff, and it's like, okay, are you gonna punch her in the face? No, you can't do that, right? You can't do that on screen either.
As much as you want to, but you can't do
But the
it.
closest thing that you can say is like, "Hey, buddy, shut the fuck up, or else I'm gonna ban you." You just can't be doing that, or else
Yeah.
like your other viewers will
Everyone's
be
gonna be
like,
like,
"Oh, well,
oh, okay.
yeah." Other people will be like, "What the hell is happening?"
Yeah,
Like, I
okay.
thought better of
That's
you,
that's
dude.
harsh.
Yeah. So at that point, you have to start speaking with tactfulness, and with tactfulness, you have to speak in a sense where it's like, okay, this is a business. Hey, I understand that you really enjoy those channel point redemptions and stuff like that, but if you could please keep it to a minimum. It's kind of hard to read chat when all I see is channel points or whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got my chair stuck in the curtain. You can edit that out.
Yeah, I will. Or maybe I'll put it
And
in.
yeah, dude, that dude, he struggles with his chair.
Okay, so what's some advice you'd give to a fellow streamer who's maybe just starting out?
Some of the best advice that I've received, and I didn't think that this would really reflect me until I did some self-analyzing on my streams.
Yep.
Um, be yourself, completely be yourself, right? Uh, Kurt Cobain said it best. If you're trying to be somebody that you're not, that's a waste of a person that you are, right?
Oh, I like that.
It's a good one,
I
right?
do like that. Yeah, that's a good one.
So if you're not being yourself on stream, then nobody's gonna want to watch you. If you're trying to be like, for example, because I caught myself doing this, I wanted to be like General Sam, but
Yep.
he had his own sense of humor. He had his own sense of streaming. He had his own ways. He's more of a YouTuber than he is a streamer.
Yep.
But I would watch his streams, and the dude doesn't read chat at all,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And he also plays a lot more online games where I play more single player games, so I can focus on chat.
Yep.
So with me, I had to think like, okay, I'm a pretty unique dude. I think I have a lot to put on the table. I think I have a lot to offer. People
Mm.
will like me for me, So I started becoming more myself than I was before.
Yep.
I kind of filtered myself to an extent because I didn't want to completely be somebody else that I wasn't. I still wanted to be myself, but now I want to be more myself. I want to be more open,
Yep.
let people know like, hey, this is actually who I am.
Mm.
Whether you like it or not, I don't care. I'm still gonna be me. So that's one of the best advices. That's one of the best advice that I can give you. Another one is it doesn't matter what kind of gear that you have. It really doesn't matter what type of gear you have. It doesn't matter if you have $150 mic. It doesn't matter if you have just a headset mic. Everybody has to start out somewhere,
Yep.
right?
Yeah. All you need is a computer to stream with, or even a PlayStation 5 and internet,
Mhm.
and you can do it.
Not even that. I know people who stream off their phone.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. True, true. I didn't
Yeah,
even.
you
Yeah.
you can stream off your phone. Like they have phone games that you can stream onto like directly onto Twitch.
Yep.
But if you don't feel like playing phone games, you can hook up a PS4 or an Xbox, and just get like a little capture card and then hook it up to a cheap laptop, dude. It's just a little bit of an investment that you have to do, in order to get to where you want to go. Right.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm fortunate enough to be in the military where I don't have to pay attention to too many bills. Right. I still have bills, but everything's pretty much kind of handled because I get paid a pretty decent amount. Right.
Mm.
So I'm able to afford these nice things, and and have whatever overlays that I want, and not have to worry about it affecting my stream. Also, you don't have to pay too much money for overlays. There's free ones, sound alerts. There's free ones, all sorts of stuff like that. But streaming nowadays has become more competitive, and streams are looking a lot better than they used to. But at the same time, I would focus more on your audio. That would be the first thing that I would suggest is audio, because 9 out of 10 times people who are watching a stream aren't watching the entire thing, like the whole thing, the whole time.
Most people are
They're
lurking and they're listening to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people are lurking, and yeah, you have your chatters that are watching you at the same time, but they would rather listen to your voice than to look at than to watch the game. They want to have a conversation with you while you're playing the game at the same time.
Yeah.
Right. So those are my best two tips when you're starting out streaming.
Thanks everybody. That was this is a good interview with that dude E. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Drop down in the comment section below what you'd like for the next question I would ask. The bonus question I'd ask the next streamer. I'm not going to give them any idea what that question is, but we'll surprise them with that. You're really throwing me off, man.
Sorry.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video and Quick Save Gaming. You can check me out as well, the Jury 94. Thank you for watching, everybody, and we'll see you guys next week for next week's Quick Save Gaming Streamer of the Week. All right, have a good one, guys.
Bye. Thanks for having me.